Welcome everyone to Chess TV episode 267. Today is June 23rd, 2016. We're going to play some Horde chess today, which makes me so angry and sad because Horde chess is a real headache to play. So I'm calling the episode Happy Horde. We're going to focus on being happy while playing Horde chess. One of the most difficult things to do for a human being. So let's go start a Horde chess game right now and see how it goes. I'm just going to play against the general public. We'll see what kind of opponent we get. There are 9,000 players online right now, so it's quite possible we will have one of them playing against us momentarily. Let's put my awesome logo on top of that, though. Oh, I can't do that. I already did. Take a look. I'll put it over the LeeChess.org website. Where are we? I don't know. I think we're at Chess Whiz TV, or is that Cheese Whiz? Yeah, so we'll have to wait a while because nobody likes Horde. With good reason. Horde chess is so bad that I have two kinds of viewers, basically, on Chess Whiz TV. Half of them, and by half I mean 99%, whenever they see an episode that says Horde in the title, they just skip it. They're like, well, I guess I'll wait till Thursday because I'm not watching this. Well, bad news. It is Thursday. And then the other half will watch only Horde chess because it's just... they're weird, so they like that. Oh, it's Rondep. Oh, no. What does this mean? A party guy? Well, I'm a party guy upside down. This is half of a lamp. So Rondep's a very good Horde player. Let's see what we can do. The strategy in Horde chess with the pawns, the goal is to win. And it's tricky. It's tricky. So... one of the important things is to not lose all of the pawns in a given file, like all four of these pawns, because that really weakens what you're doing. One strategy I see is black a lot is to come down and hit this pawn twice with the battery, queen and bishop together. So I've pushed here in order to help shore up my defenses against that strategy, specifically. What happened to my pawn? This is not a good start. However, I can take this opportunity to push this pawn. Usually, you know, I could also push here. Can I get away with that? No, there's too many attackers here. 1, 2, 3. I don't want to lose all that stuff, so let's push this way. I would love to get these two pawns pushed. That'd be really fabulous, but not at the expense of all this stuff. And now if I push, he'll trade his queen for the two pawns, so that's not quite good enough for me. So it's looking kind of bad as usual. I'm trying to be slow and steady here, not rush forward with any pawns in a way that allows him to trade two pieces for a pawn. He has 3 attackers on the square now, so I don't think I want to allow a capture. But I also have this problem. So I will take this one. Maybe I could push. Not really. Running out of time. I'm thinking about pushing this. If I take this pawn and then push here, oh, this is so difficult. I'll take it. And now if I defend, he takes with knight, everything falls apart. So I have to push here next. Okay, so never mind. Never mind, Zors. I need to... no! Everything's falling apart. Partly due to the clock. My own fault, of course, for setting the time withdrawal. Now, I've lost a couple of pawns, but my position is now more balanced. I have an advanced pawn on the 6th rank, as you can see if you count these ranks carefully. 6th rank, which is very valuable with the pawn. So if I can shore this up with my shoring devices here, I might be able to get some kind of solid bulwark around it. His strategy is going to be to try to trade things for that, basically. Let's keep his knight out of this square. This is very bad. He has an attack here, which means if I push this pawn, I lose this pawn, which is very, very bad, because then he'll come in behind my pawns. The ultimate goal of the player with the pieces is to visit you in the back rank and do some damage. So let's at least play here. here. And see if he trades. See if he trades on this square. I don't think he will. So I'm going to take the time to push these pawns a little bit, because I have the time to do that, and that'll come in handy later. I think this will be useful. No, I didn't even think about that. I have more problems. He might not actually take me, because these pawns are overworked, so it's going to be painful. Okay, so I could fork him, and I lose all these pawns here. I push this way. I have to. Oh, this was a critical pawn that I lost. Okay, so now I could push this if I wish. Things will start to fall apart. Let's hold things together for now. There's holes on the light square, so he can, whoops, visit my back rank here if he takes it slow and steady. He can get in now. Oh, that was good. Have to be. Aha! What a bad pre-move, in my opinion. Oh, maybe he meant to do that. I don't know. Okay, so he now gets into my house. There's not a lot I can do there, but let's cause him some trouble here. I actually think I have a decent amount of counterplay. I really don't want to lose this pawn though, which I'm going to. Oh, this is so difficult. Okay. I'm gonna try to do my best in this area of the board. Interesting, right? Slow and steady. This game is all about slow and steady. So now I can push here because his queen's not on that square. Okay. Slow and steady. Look, my pawn chains are very strong. So it's very difficult for him to capture these pawns. And these pawns here are protected all the way back to this pawn. So it's going to take him a lot of moves to capture this stuff. And that's going to mean I have more time to do what I'm doing. No! Slow and steady. Slow and steady. Should I push here? Take. No, I think I would lose everything. Losing everything is not part of my plan. This pawn is... Whoa. Whoa. That was weird. Now I can push here, because his rook's not on this file. The piece player often leaves his rooks like this on the two side files because of the way that it kind of puts a bind on the side pawns. So whenever your opponent moves off like that, it gives you a chance to do something that you wouldn't normally be able to do. Okay, everything's falling apart. Is us to be a winning move right here? Oh, it's not. See how slow and steady I am? I'm not rushing into anything. I'm just trying to win with these three pawns. This is my last chance. Nothing's happening on the king side. This area, whoops, this area, I'm doomed. So let's see what I can do. If I push here, he takes here. So. I'm doomed. No, I ran out of steam. That was good. That was a good play, Rondep. So I don't think I ever quite had a breakthrough, but maybe I did. See this point right here? This was a big mistake where knight takes pawn, because he's able to trade his knight for two of my most important pawns. If I had seen that, then I would have been able to push this move instead, right in this position. Nope, I can't do that, right? So I would have pushed here, at least to preserve the pawn. But yes, it's not very good. It's not very bad, but it's better than it was. But yeah, oh, c7 was kibitzed. I think it wouldn't have worked. but probably better than what happened. One more game against Rondep, and then we'll play Quick Burger here. So I'm going to try that battery strategy. I'm feeling happy right now. Do you know why I'm feeling happy? Because today's Happy Horde Day! Welcome to Happy Horde, where we play Horde happily. That's the only way you'll know. So I'll do that party guy. How do you spell party guy? Oh, he's upside down. There we go. Look how happy he is. Oh, he's dancing. Cool. If I take this, I take that. I'm going to go here. So this is a strategy the piece player can use to really hammer down on g5 and break it apart. And the reason it works is because this pawn will now fall. And I can just take it. Should I capture this first, though? I think that'd be reasonable. No, I won't. Generally, you don't want the pawns to advance far. Duh, because if they get all the way, then they win, right? So... So in this position, he doesn't have any 6th rank pawns, unless you count this one, which of course I'm not counting. Whereas if I took him, he would have a 6th rank pawn, so I'm kind of playing so that he doesn't have a 6th rank pawn. Hope that makes sense. It's smart of him not to capture this, by the way. After much games of Horde chess, we've learned that the sides are very brittle, because there's no I file to defend these pawns from the outside like this. I can't draw, but wait, I can draw. So there's no pawns guarding these things, right? So you have to be very careful with your side pawns. And so one of the ways that he's careful is to not do anything with them. It's a very way to be careful, very good way. It's a very way. So imagine like if you have a pair of scissors that's sitting on a table, and the table is full of spears and sharp edges. So a good way to be careful with that is to just do nothing with it. Like leave the vicinity and go to the table that's not covered with spears. So that's a good analogy for what he's doing here on the side of his chessboard. I think if I could trade my rook for this pawn, I'd be breaking through, actually. If I can get my queen behind it. So rook here, queen here, and then bam, take, and my queen leaks in. So that's probably my plan right now, is to make those arrows become chess moves. And it's a pretty good plan, I'd say. It's going to take, I'm actually going to try it. My knight is in the way. We'll see how it goes. Putting the pressure here on the queen side. So this has been my latest like technique or strategy that I use in Horde chess, is to really press on the queen side because of what's possible with the bishop maneuver. So now he's threatening this, which is a very strong pawn that we don't want to allow. Can we prevent it? Because we don't want to allow it. I'm just going to allow it, even though I don't want to, because the alternative is worse. Hopefully he just flags. Rondep's a very good player, by the way, so if he runs out of time, that would be quite unusual. So here, I'll just throw away my knight so that I can break through faster. Knights are slow. Here I come. You know, it takes them like 4 moves just to get across the chessboard. So in Horde chess, if he's breaking through on this area right here, I should just cool it. Yo. Okay. I think this is good. I think the pieces are doing well, especially with his low clock right now. Run out of time, please, mate. So take is what's going to happen here. I'm going to come after his center pawns. Wow, breaking through the rook is just not as cool, is it? Maybe I shouldn't have done that. The knight moves here, I'd say. Oh yes, this is good for me. I can take it with the knight. Because he wanted to throw in an intermezzo. That's like an in-between move. Intermezzo, it's Italian. And it allows him to take that knight off the board before he recaptures. But as it is, he's really stymied over here. So how do I build up a bulwark of defense made up of defending bulwarks? Watch your clock, Joe. I'm going to lose my bishop to this pawn. The reason is he only has 2 pawns left on this file. And that's critical, because when you have 0, it's super, super bad to have 0 pawns on a file. It's like a huge gap. So putting him down to 1 will kind of vulnerabilize him. And you can see how I'm focusing on the center pawns with my rook. I'm just trying to take apart his center. I've gone this far, just far enough to destabilize that defense right there, and then I've come back here this way. So that's the plan. So here I'm okay. Everything is well stopped. Good play, Chess Whiz. You've done a good job focusing on breaking through the queens. Oh wait, I am Chess Whiz, never mind. So here, take this, and then I take this. And he's suiciding now. Party! It's time to party, Hardy! It will Hardy! Party! Yes! It feels good to beat Rondep, even if you started out with like a whole chess army and he has just a bunch of pawns. It still feels good. So I'm really happy right now, just because I beat Rondep. He's a super good player. I mean, look, 2190. He's practically 2490. He's only 300 points away, so that was really close. Let's see. A challenge against no challenges. What? That's not really a challenge. Let's refresh the page. That's quite a dance there, Rondep. My challenge, oh, it's against Econ Swan. Why didn't that show up before? Refreshing the page fixed it. So Rondep, good games. I enjoyed them. Now we're going to play against this new player. And we'll try the same strategy, which is bishop like this. I would love to play more chess with you just because I love losing. However, I'm going to try playing with some other viewers so everyone feels a little bit more involved. How you doing out there tonight? Hi. Hello, gentlemen. Hello, sir. Should that be capitalized? I think it shouldn't be capitalized. I need some help. Should sir be capital? Whoa! Yeah. I'm happy, but that pawn is probably not happy. It's been put in permanent timeout. I used to think that the pieces killed each other when they made their captures, because you know the old battle chess for PC, you'd actually see the rook eating the queen, so you knew she was dying because there's no way you could live inside that. But now I think they just get captured and like sent off to captured piece land, which is different than dying, because in the next game they get to come back. That's how I feel about it now. I feel like being captured is not too bad. You're not dying. You're just going into the box. Totally okay. Let's see this guy. He's 1280 at Blitz, 1800 at Correspondence, 1700 at Classical, 1200 at Bullet, 1600 at Anti-Chess, 1800 at Atomic, 1500 at Racing Kings. Now how good is he at Horde? We're finding out. I don't have any challenge from you. You guy in the chat who's like, why doesn't he take my challenge? I don't see it. I don't see your challenge, so that's why I don't take it. There's a buggy in the challenge system. And I don't mean like a carriage thing with wheels on it. That's a different kind of buggy. You don't see a lot of those anymore. They're so rare that they're like a tourism thing. Like, oh yay, it's Christmas time. Let's ride in a buggy. It used to be everybody used that because they were useful. And now nobody uses them except at Christmas time. Yeah, it's very interesting. The things that used to be so useful are now considered to be trash. Like the iPhone 1, which came out in 2007, I think? Or was it 2009? 2007. I think it came out in 2007, the very first iPhone. If I came upon one of those now, I'd be like, yes, I'm definitely in a dumpster, because it would be literally trash. The battery on those things, if you fully charge it like all day, then it might turn on and then turn off again a few seconds later. That's how bad the batteries are. And of course, thanks to Apple, you can't replace the battery. That's a feature. Okay, so just like against Rondep, I'm going to try to break through this side. And this is that key square where I put the rook in front and then the queen behind. And then I take all the stuff. Actually, it would be kind of fun to take this. Takes, rook takes, queen takes. But I think the bishop is really useful in kind of holding back some of the center stuff going on. So I'll keep the bishop. And just do this thing with the queen and rook. That was a good move. That was good, kind of holding all the important stuff. So I'm taking this one. Once again, it leaves just one pawn on the file, so it really weakens the file. Here, I will actually ignore, I think. This is a tough situation. I think it's an easy win for me, so I guess it's not that tough, but... Oh, I don't like taking. It kind of gives him a free move to advance, and instead of taking that, I'm really tempted to take this one. The reason is that the only danger areas are in these files. When you're the pieces and you're looking at which pawns to take first once you've broken in, the answer is take the ones that look dangerous. So in this case, I still have these two pawns, so there's no danger over here. But there is more danger in this part. There's not a lot. I feel pretty safe everywhere. But yeah, let's see. We got Maid of Margot and Quick Burger are both challenging me at once. Awesome. So I feel really confident about this chess game. There are still some ways to lose it. For example, if I had a stroke in my left brain. I'd be okay if I had a stroke in my right brain because, to be honest, I'm right-handed and I never use my right brain for anything. But if I had a stroke in my left brain, then I would probably run out of time on the board because I'd have trouble making my moves. So that's one way he could win. And another way is if my internet connection died, which, as you know, that can happen. So I can see why he's playing on. He does have a chance to win. But it's pretty slim. Okay, so now he has no pawns on these files. Critical vulnerability. This is critical. This is like when you roll the die and there's like this little starburst coming out. You guys ever played the Star Wars miniatures game? Super popular now because of the new Star Wars movie. Too popular, more than it should be. You roll the die and you're like, crit! Yes! I get to turn over a little card and then put a little signifying thing on your ship. This feels just like flying real spaceships. It's not, by the way. I would know. Good move. I'll be right back. But I'm not leaving. So I'm sure Levi is really sad that I didn't take his challenge. So let's make him happy by taking his challenge. And then we'll duplicate this. I'm back. And now we have games against two opponents at once, Levi and Maid of Margot. But if you add up their ratings, it's only about, I don't know, 2,700. So I could probably beat a 2,700, 1,200, and 1,400. So that's a 2,600. So I have a chance against these two players because 2,600 against 2,000. I definitely have a shot. So I'm going to play two games at once. Should be interesting. And look at that. I'm already winning on both boards. So that's pretty good. Nice job, Chess Whiz. This will be the last two games of the show. Then I've got to go. So here I'll move pawns. And here I'll wait. You getting dizzy yet? Fortunately, I'm black in one and white in the other. So that'll help keep things making sense. So we've seen the pieces win every game so far. So this is the more difficult game. Also, mate has the higher rating. So that makes it more difficult there as well. So as you can see, I'm not doing any captures or pushes. I'm just trying to make a bulwark, a solid wall of pawns. Here I think I can push, which I'll do. The pawns like to get a closed position. Okay, Quick Burger's not moving. That's interesting. I'll just wait for him to move then. I'll erase my pre-move. Just trying to get a slow and steady solid wall of pawns. The pawns do like closed files because then there's less risk that the enemy will go and take all your things. So you just keep things closed up and safe. better. The other weird thing that the pawns do is capture away from center. The general idea, even though in chess you capture toward the center. The reason for that is, once again, you don't want the opponent to hi-ya-ya-ya-ya-ya, so you back up pawns on the sides, just hoping, you cross your fingers and hope that he won't get through your wall of pawns. So it's really common to capture away from center to build up some extra walls there. Here, look at me capturing away from center. See that? In chess, I would do this, but in whatever the game this is, that's super weird and dumb, I don't do it. I got a challenge from chess player. I don't have time for you, sorry. Don't have time for that. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. So I could push here. I just have to make sure that I'm staying alive. I think I'm going to try it. If I can keep this pawn solid with pushing here and then just guard the white squares, I can build up the black squares later because I have 1,000 pawns on the chessboard. So Quick Burger, you've abandoned, so I'm actually going to abort you. I'm so sorry. Challenge me. Whoops, next time. Next episode. Actually, that's not going to work because we're having a huge tournament next episode. I'll close it up. So it's all super closed up. That's good. It's kind of funny that Quick Burger was like, play me, play me, play me, play me. Why doesn't he play me? I wanted to play me, blah, 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 blah. And then I try and take his challenge and he's gone. I don't know if I've been trolled or what, but it felt kind of weird. So you can see the shape I've made is one that consists of a huge number of pawns. That's the strategy for the pawn player, is don't trade, capture away from center, is to just, and slowly. Oh no, oh fortunately he didn't see that. I was super lucky. That was super lucky. The best way to handle this, I think, is to pretend like I don't know what I'm doing. Pretend like I didn't see that. So I think his best move right now is to take that. Fortunately, I gambited. It was a gamble that he wouldn't know that. And he didn't. So this was an important pawn, and I just totally blundered. Losing that pawn would have been crit, but I didn't lose it, thanks to his mistake. So that was lucky. Lucky. So now, as you can see, I built up the white squares until they're awesome. Now he's going to try to break through here. You want to see something cool and tricky? Is that I just ignore. It's that sharp table strategy again. And because I have these pawns guarding this way, you know, it's so tempting to capture like this, isn't it? Maybe I really should. Oh, so no, I won't. It's just against my lifelong habit. I'm a nun, and I have a super habit. It's really good. And then twice a week, I have to wash it because I have a dirty habit. True story. So you can see I'm building up the dark squares now. There's no rush, so I'll probably advance this pawn next. Slow and steady is the pawn, slow and steady. So, yep, there I am doing that. I've observed myself doing that. Should I capture away from center? In this one instance, I will capture away from center, because I always do! That was funny, too. Wow, ChessWiz TV, so funny. There's not a lot to do on ChessWiz TV, but watch pawns move forward, so I have to mix it up with some spicy comments like, jalapenos! Jalapeno. Jalapeno. Spanish word meaning super spicy. Caliente, jalapeno! Jalapeno caliente! That's the way it works. Yes, this is some spicy commentary, don't you think? I'd say it's pretty spicy. So now I'm slowly, like my next 4 moves are going to be these, because I'm just so slowly building up my bulwark. I'm a bulwark builder, and I'm not done building yet. At the right moment, I'll push this, and then play some more moves. So you can see how obnoxious you can be with the pawns. Like he could like take 10 free moves, I don't even care. As long as he doesn't capture any of my precious pawns. Just got to type in the chat. You YouTube viewers really missing out today. There's a lot of activity in the chat. And by that I mean there's Mr. Quickburger complaining over and over and over that I didn't take his challenge in the chat. So that's something you're missing out on because it's off screen. So now I finally pushed that pawn. And by finally, I mean after I moved everything possible off as far as I could. So now this is an obvious and huge victory for me. I don't know what to do. This is difficult. A very difficult position. This is probably good. Is that drool or is that a beard? I don't know. It's probably drool. I have to go. Oh, I win. I win. So next episode, Saturday, we're going to have a huge tournament. Don't miss it at 18:30 p.m. a.m. No, 18:30. There's no a.m. or p.m. GMT. And information will be on the website, chesswiz.tv. This has been ChessWizTV. Thanks for watching.